This is Force on Force. Members of the military on the water. Fishing for branch pride. Fishing for honor. All to benefit the military nonprofits. Each day begins in the TOC, the Tactical Operations Center. The commanding officer for this operation is Lieutenant Colonel Cody Robertson. This is a 4-hour mission to bring in the largest total weight and eliminate the competition. The site for this mission is Lake Bastrop, just outside of Austin, Texas. This is a bracket-style tournament, single elimination. Win and you advance, lose and you go home. Fish can be selective, weather can be challenging. As always, the anglers must adapt and overcome. Commanding Officer Robertson is ready to meet the combatants. As always, our anglers are veterans and active duty from our military. These men all have their own stories to tell and are part of the reason we get to enjoy time on the water pursuing a sport we love. This is the Force on Force Championship episode. All the preliminary and semifinal rounds led to this day, an opportunity for two teams to go head-to-head for a national title. Today's Alpha team are the defending champions from Season 4. Sean Dalrymple and Jeff Campbell could not defend their title during Season 5 due to deployment. But they are back here in Season 6 again with their Soldier's Child anglers Tristan Skornak and Landon McLeod. And they are looking to become the first ever repeat champions in Force on Force history. Army bass angler George Shippey is joined by Air Force bass angler Steve Jarrett, who is in his third Force on Force tournament and his first final. Their Soldier's Child teammates are Juan Serrano from Puerto Rico and Grace Vonlow from Nebraska.
When I woke up, I was happy that we made it this far. And when I woke up and my mom and me were walking down to the elevator, I was just jumping everywhere because I was so excited.
Let's join our ground commander, Cody Robertson, for the rules of engagement.
Are you ready for this? Get another ring. All this room. All the room. Fingers. Hey. Get you down. No. Wait. This is champion side.
What's going on here? What's the problem?
We are the champion side. We already have our name right here. We're defending. We get to choose sides of which.
All right, so the issue is this is the lucky side.
Yes, sir.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, there ain't but one way to solve this, and that's rock, paper, scissors.
One.
All right.
Rock, paper,
y'all
ring.
pick rock, paper, scissors.
One.
Y'all pick your champion. You pick your champion. Right here, right now.
One. Right there, Juan.
All right, who is it?
Tristan, go ahead.
Tristan. Juan versus Tristan. All right, loser goes to this side.
All right.
Everybody got it?
They're already mostly on that.
All right, here we go.
We're all on this side.
It's best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors. Everybody knows the rules, right?
Ready?
All right, hold your hand
Will we go
out.
on shoot or will we go on scissors?
Hold your hand out like this. Hold your hand out like that. Ready? 1. Go like this. 1, 2, 3. Scissors. All right, paper covers rock. That's 1.
That's one. That's better.
All right, here we go again. 1, 2. Man, you guys can't count. Rock smashes scissors.
All right.
All right, it's 1 to 1. This is it.
This is it.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. All right,
Yes. Get out.
We'll take this up.
Hey.
All right, hoo-hoo. You guys won rock, paper, scissors for the championship round and the most lucky side inside of the TOC. But I got news for you. You're going against Season 4 champions, and they have been coming in with some big numbers off the water. Last round, 19 plus pounds. So you got your work cut out for you out there. But with all that said, everybody is fishing for the National Championship of Force on Force Season 6. Your name engraved on here forever. Everybody who wins will receive an NFL-sized championship ring, and you will get to present $5,000 on your behalf to a Soldier's Child Foundation. All right, with that said, the rules have not changed. It is still a 4-hour competition. all bass count. This size to this size. Make sure you log them all down. 6 rods, that's all you get. So you've got to figure out as a team how you're going to work as a team out on the water, depending on the pattern and how you rigged your rods. Cool? And last but not least, you've now all got BioBore basic load. You've got tons of combat power added to you from all the teams you've eliminated throughout this operation. So you should have more than enough baits from Strike King, Impact Jigs, and all the great sponsors to execute your operation. Cool? Bring it in for your G2 Intelligence Lake Report.
Here is your G2 Championship Report. The temperature is rising and the barometric pressure is falling. We will hit 90 degrees today under mostly sunny skies, and just a hint of an occasional wind will come from the east. The teams will be hot under a Texas sky.
All right, champs, do you have any questions at this time?
No, sir.
All right, Hula, Steve, George, any questions from your team at this time?
No, sir.
All right, shake hands, move out and draw fire, and let's finish. It's the national championship.
Good
luck. You're gonna need it.
Jeff, good luck. Just look at the scoreboard and the rings, gentlemen and ladies.
You gotta beat the champions to be the champion.
Our rings are gonna have brothers.
Force on Force is brought to you by BioBore, Skeeter Boats, Wiley X Sunglasses, Strike King, and Liquid Mayhem.
I gotta take full advantage of this FX21 limited edition Skeeter. I got the psychological operations about to take place.
There you go, the motivation music. There it is.
Power poles up.
That means punch it.
I wasn't really sure if y'all knew what that meant.
Our championship finalists are on the water, and here's how they got here. Alpha Team's first round total doubled up on their competition, catching nearly 12 pounds on a dozen fish during the 4 hours on the water. In the semifinals, the team raised the ante and caught 19 fish and tripled their competition's total. It's that kind of momentum on the opposite side of the talk from Bravo Team. But in the semifinals, they really showed how to conserve by catching 2 fish for less than 2 pounds, just a third of a pound better than their opposition. So who wins today? Have the champs sore-lipped their spots, or will they continue to dominate for another title? Can the challengers rise up to a new level in this final round? As luck would have it, both teams are chasing schooling fish, and both teams chose the same spot. Here's how the back and forth went in the early going.
Got it?
Going? Here, Tristan, hold this.
I don't have the net out yet. Here, give it to me. Give it to me.
He's on the splash.
Here you go.
I'm gonna flip him in.
Okay.
Let's go, baby!
That's one! Casey, we're counting.
We do it around here.
Well, he came up. This is indicative of what they've been doing all day, but this one came up and got the main bait.
They got it.
Fish on.
I see. Just swing it. Just swing it.
Hey, we beat your record.
Of course, they're schooling out towards that boat.
They're schooling behind
They're
them.
schooling underneath their boat.
They don't even see it. That's crazy. They're like schooling right there beside them, and they don't even see it.
It's not a support.
Yeah, they caught one. She caught one.
Pull up. Pull hard. You got it, Grace. He's stuck.
Watch out. Right.
Come on, girl. You got it, bro. You got it,
Reel it in, girl. Come on, reel it in. Reel it in. Oh, that's a nice one, Grace.
Oh, yeah.
Nice one! Woo!
Right there, baby. Right there.
Gracie!
Right there.
In your face!
That's how girls do it.
Yeah. You go, girl.
Sounded a little funny, but all right.
That is a nice one, Grace. That's a little better. 2-1. 2.1.
Oh, fish, good.
Hey.
Good one.
Get the net, guys.
Net.
I got it, Joe.
Yes!
Oh, he's a nice one.
That trailer, man, that's why I gotta get changed. Yeah, you got, give me the fish, and you get back up here, because you got the bait.
Yep.
And I got the blade off that thing, just zeroed out.
Yeah, I would just tie that on there.
Grace, you got one. Fish on.
Set the hook hard. Set the hook hard. All right, keep on reeling, Grace. Keep on reeling. Good job.
It's strong.
Keep on reeling. Keep your rod tip up. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I need some help. George with the...
Pull your rod tip up.
Nice one, Grace. Oh, in the net.
Good job, Grace.
It looks like it.
2 or 1?
1.6.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Good job, Grace.
Good job, Grace.
That's all right. They don't have them as big as you do, darling. You're catching bigger fish. They're catching little fish.
Good job, Grace.
Well, I am pretty small. I don't know how I could reel in those big fish, but I did somehow.
Force on Force is brought to you by G2 Gemini, Fins, Rooks Hill Country Insurance, Power Tackle Rods, Bass Angler Magazine, and Impact Jigs. We aren't even 1 hour into the Force on Force National Championship, and the defending champs are in unfamiliar territory, behind. The challengers from Bravo Team employed their good luck charm, young Grace Vonlow, who landed 2 good-sized fish. And Bravo Team doesn't want to leave anything to chance.
Hey, man, I caught a Texas fish.
For the first time in 2 seasons, the champs see they are trailing. Being an eyewitness is tough to watch.
We got really a slow start. I think the first hour and a half, we only had a few fish in the boat, but what made that worse was that the opposing team was fishing within both eye and earshot of us. And we watched as little Grace slayed 3 fish while we're still struggling to put a few in the boat. So we knew that they had us for at least the first hour or 2 of the competition.
And it didn't stop there. Bravo Team kept the pressure applied with this nice keeper from George Shippey. It seemed at this point in the tournament, Alpha Team's fish areas were depleted and Bravo had indeed saved the best for last. This fish weighed in at just over 2.5 pounds and placed Bravo Team 3 pounds up at the end of the first hour.
You're actually fishing against the 2014 Force on Force champions. They're trying to get their second ring. You're trying for your first one. So
We have a name for that.
what's that?
Has-beens.
Has been. Well, all right. Can I share that with them when I'm over there or what?
Well, hey, man.
Well,
You might as well. I shared it with them when we were going in the top. So
oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, I mean, anything different than the semifinal rounds and the earlier rounds?
Well, you know, the team we're fishing against, in the earlier round, they had 20 pounds. I think that's one of the best ones to come in. But like I asked them, I said, you know, you only got to catch a few ounces more than your team you're fishing against.
That's it, man.
You got to go to your competition. So those 17 pounds they wasted, it's going to come back to haunt them.
Right.
We're going to get them.
Well, we'll see what it is. Good luck to you any way it goes out, man.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Doing a good job, Rick.
But then something happened on beautiful Lake Bastrop. Or in this case, something didn't happen. The fish quit biting. After all the back and forth between Alpha and Bravo, there was silence and concern. In fact, the defending champs went nearly an hour and a half without a bite, made much worse by the fact that schooling fish were all around. But then the whole tournament seemed to pivot on this next flurry of activity. Notice how Alpha Team, the defending champions, are throwing to all sides, never giving up. Jeff on the starboard side, Sean casting ahead, and then Jeff goes to the port side, and Landon is in the back, starting a chain reaction for the ages.
Going?
Kim.
Nice fish, nice fish.
Yeah! Woo!
to go, man.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And the bait came out of his mouth as soon as he got in the water.
Oh, yeah, there's no hook. Good job, man, just long enough.
Hey, you get another bait and get back down there. Oh, I got him. I got him.
Okay, my confidence is high. Really high. Yeah, I told you my confidence.
I got it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Is it 0? Yeah. Way to go, that was a minnow you hooked and everything.
7, how much?
1.43.
Okay.
I'll do it one more time. Just
Fish.
okay.
Oh, dang. I'll get the net.
Yeah, you got the net.
Excuse me.
Go up there, Jeff.
It's a good one, too. Oh, they're still here, man. They're following this fish.
So you got the 1.43, right, Trish?
Yep.
Good job. Wait, look, oh, I got 2. Get in. Get him in. No. Just come on.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, yeah! Woo! All right, I got this one. Let's go ahead and
That's what I'm talking about.
tear it. Here, hold it. Hold this up.
That's 4 fish on 3 casts, adding over 5 pounds to the total.
Landon caught one, and then I caught one, and then Jeff caught 2 at one time. So we went from like 6 fish to 10 in like no time. It was like a mad rush in about 2 minutes. We went from being real nervous to
Extremely happy.
to being feeling really good. And the best part, our competitors are right there and they got to watch the whole thing. So it kind of takes the drama out of seeing it in the talk, but there's a lot of drama transpiring on the water right here, you know.
They had a flurry where they caught 4 fish all at once. And all of a sudden the energy went from our boat to their boat. And so that kind of bummed us out a little bit. So we fished a little harder and we caught some big fish.
Force on Force is brought to you by G2 Gemini, Fins, Rooks Hill Country Insurance, Power Tackle Rods, Bass Angler Magazine, and Impact Jigs. It's the final moments of the Force on Force National Championship. Alpha Team took away the momentum, but Bravo Team is not going away quietly. The largest fish of the tournament landed in this boat.
2.9, it's bigger than the last one.
But in spite of that fish, Alpha Team returned to the talk confident in victory. One of the great traditions in Force on Force is the champion's return. All of the other competitors and family members gather at the dock for a hero's welcome for the finalists. It's emotional at the end of a long tournament.
I looked at my mom's eyes. That's the person I was mostly looking at, and I looked in her eyes, and I just seen how much she loved me, and I just wanted to do this for her.
You smoked them out there, right?
I did good.
All right, bring it in. Nice and tight, bring it in. All right, this is the 2017 Force on Force Championship. Are we excited? All right, I hope somebody won. You guys are competing for a national championship. Your name on this trophy for the rest of your life. And NFL-sized championship rings to the trophies, one for each one of you, and $5,000 will be donated on your behalf to a Soldier's Child Foundation. All right, with that said, we're gonna jump right into this. We're gonna go to the Season 4 Force on Force champions. Tell us about your day.
We had a good day out on the water. It was pretty tough getting going first. You know, we fished in sight with each other, so we kind of knew what they had. They knew what we had, and I'll just tell you, seeing little Gracie catch fish really played a lot of on our minds.
So you guys were actually close enough to see each other. All right then, so let's get to it. How many fish?
We had 11 fish.
11 fish. Oh my gosh. Total weight?
13.12.
13.12, 11 fish. Oh. With that said, that's a pretty big sack for a championship round. Steve, George, tell us about your day on the water.
Well, it was hot for sure. Like Sean said, we were on top of each other. The lake fish really, really small. There was a lot of psychological warfare going on over there. I'll tell you, Gracie pulled through for us in a clutch.
That's the second time I've heard her name.
She
must have been
she was on fire out there.
Wow.
You know, out of all the time that I've been here in practice and the whole tournament, I caught 2 of the biggest fish that I've caught out here. So y'all didn't, we didn't give it to you. But unfortunately, we had 5 fish.
5 fish, total weight?
For 10.7.
Oh my goodness. That means you guys. We have our, they got us super excited. They're the first repeat champions in Force on Force history. Sean Dalrymple, Jeff Campbell, and their team from A Soldier's Child Foundation, your 2017 Force on Force champions. Oh.
We routinely fish tournaments, but this event is always far from routine. It's, you know, not only the filming and the schedules and the kids and everything, it's really special.
You know, that's the kind of bond that we share in the military is, you know, we're closer than brothers. And I think that's what Army Bass Anglers is about. We share a shared mission set.
Congratulations to our champions. The team led by Sean Dalrymple and Jeff Campbell are the first repeat champions in Force on Force history. We'll find out next season if they can three-peat. Thanks for watching this season of Force on Force. The cast and crew of Force on Force stayed at the amazing Lost Pines Resort, right in between Austin and Bastrop, Texas. Luxury living, great eating, and fabulous fishing. Part of the Hyatt Regency family. Make it your next destination.